What's happening, everybody? Of course, it's your host, Brink Young, and you are tuning in to the most award-winning talk show in Memphis, Atlanta, and of course, Mobile, Alabama. The trophies are in the background, all 10 of them. BrinkTV. Now, to not adjust your TV set, we got a brand new face on the BrinkTV show tonight, and it's been a long time coming. We're talking about my little homie, Joey Hopper. How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Hey, first and foremost, I got to say thanks for coming on the show. It means a lot to have you kicking it with us tonight, man.
Thank you so much for having me, bro. It's an honor.
No problem, no problem. Now, we got plenty to talk about because you are actually a filmmaker, an actor. You got your own business. You got a lot of things going on, man. So, I mean, let's go ahead and start. Let's talk about where you're from. Where are you from?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I'm from Midtown.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So, all right, what made you want to get into acting and filmmaking and all of that?
So, what made me really want to get into acting was when I was younger, I did plays and a bunch, and then so that was really fun. So I've always loved acting. That was like that was my first thing that I've always loved doing, and then my second was films. And then when I got into high school, I met my friend Graham, and I actually went to my first ever Indie Memphis Film Festival. And I went there and I met a bunch of cool people, and I got to see a lot of really cool, interesting films, and I got so really inspired by that I wanted to start making my own, and so ever since, I love making movies, and it's just been my passion.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, of course, you did mention high school, man. You're actually about to graduate, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what does it feel like to finally be 18? We're talking about graduation class of 2020. What does it feel like, man?
It feels awesome, bro. It feels so good.
That's awesome. So let's go ahead and talk about after, high school. You plan on going to college or anything like that?
I'm not really a big college guy, but I don't know if I really want to go to college, but I want to take some college classes online and filmmaking and stuff, so I can keep improving on my techniques, because I also edit things, so I want to improve on filmmaking and learn some more camera angles and all that stuff.
That's cool. That's cool. So you actually are working on a few projects right now, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's talk about those, man.
So I made a project last year that was called Life with Adhd that I submitted. It was my first time ever that I submitted to Indie Memphis Youth Film Festival, and originally it was going to be in the nighttime thing, but then when I checked it again, it was like in the daytime part, so which was cool. It was fine, so I still went and I had a great time. My family came out and supported me. My family from my church came out and supported me, so it was like a great community that came out and watched my film, and I learned a lot from making my first indie film. And so now I'm making one called Your Own Medicine, which is a bullying movie that I wanted to make because I've been through it. I've been bullied, and I just wanted to make a film that to show the audience that we're not alone, and that I know what you're going. I mean, I can't say I know 100% what you're going through, but I know enough to know that you're not alone, and you can get through it.
That's interesting. You mentioned a lot of things in that answer. One thing I want to talk about real quick, the project that you submitted, it was called Life with ADHD. Do you actually have that, or have you been diagnosed with that, or what?
I don't think I'm diagnosed with it, but I just have ADHD because, I just like to move around and I just can't sit still for some weird reason. And I don't know why. I just can't. And, it's not really been a huge effect on me, but, I just, tried to put what I have into something creative, like, editing films, making YouTube videos, making songs, making films, doing what I can to make my ADHD into something creative.
That's awesome, man. And that's one thing that I like, how we are able to, whatever, things that may affect us, we're able to change them and turn them into superpowers. We take that energy, divert that energy into, something productive, something positive. I like that. You also mentioned bullying. Like, have you ever been bullied? Like, is that something that you've actually, has happened to you, or what?
I been bullied a lot I remembered when I was in I think I was a freshman or sophomore, I can't remember, but I remember I was, it was that one morning I was at my locker and Graham comes out of nowhere and was like, I need to tell you something. I'm like, what's going on? He was like, well, there's a couple kids who are, picking on you and, telling you they've seen your car picture. And I'm like, yeah, I got a car. And they're like, well, they were saying how you couldn't afford a Lamborghini and, how you're not making enough money. Come on, what are you doing? And I'm just like, Graham, thanks for telling me this, but, it's, I can just ignore it. They're probably just, jealous or something. And then, I remember, I've gotten other experiences with bullying that, I may not want to talk about, but I remember, it's, so I've been through bullying, and I just want to say that, we should stand together as one, and, because we're stronger we're stronger in numbers, and, we should treat others the way we want to be treated. I think that's the golden rule. And, we should respect and love and care for one another because, that's what God will want us to do. And, I love everybody. I love my family. We just, we got to show that we're kind people because, that's what this world needs. We need kind human people that will change the world.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if it was anyone out there that's watching this interview and maybe they're, actually experiencing being bullied, like, do you have any advice for them, or what could they do to, get through that, or what?
Don't give up. That's one of my main things is don't give up because, like I said, I've been through it and, I know it hurts because I've been hurt before. And just know that, you're strong, you're awesome, and you're perfect. I know that sounds hard, but you're perfect, and your family loves you. So don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about people trying to mess up your life because I know deep down inside that you're awesome and that you're worth it of this world. And if God loves us, He made us to love everyone, and I love everyone. And my advice to y'all is just don't give up. Hold on. And I know something good will come out of this because, one day you're going to be a superstar or something, and they're going to look at you and they're going to wish that they were you or your friend. And then you're just going to have to tell them, like, hey, you were being mean to me in the past. So how can I be friends with somebody who's mistreated me? So my advice to people is don't bully people. Just don't. It just makes everything worse because people want to remember you as somebody being kind, loving, and a heartwarming person. So just be kind, okay? Just be kind because that's what this world needs.
Absolutely. And let's go ahead and liven things up a little bit. Now we got to talk about, since you're a filmmaker, what are some of your favorite movies?
Whew. So something that I want to mention is that have you seen the Dolomite Is My Name movie?
Man, I love that movie. That movie inspired me to go ahead and write this sitcom that I'm writing right now. I love that movie.
Awesome, bro.
Absolutely.
The reason why I said that was because, I've always wanted to go to LA, so Graham, invited me to go to LA with him once. And, we stayed at his dad's, Craig Brewer's apartment in LA, which is at the Grove. And one day, his dad, before his dad leaves, he's like, you want to come on the movie set with us one day? And we were like, me and Graham both shocked, and we're like, yes, sir. And so I got to go with Graham and his dad to Dolomite Is My Name set, and I actually got to meet Eddie Murphy and Mike Epps, and I had lunch with them, and it was a great experience, and we got to talk. We took pictures together. I actually got to be a stand-in, and the car that they used in the movie, I got to be like between the seats and things, and that was really cool. So that was a great experience, and shout out to Graham, shout out to Craig Brewer. That was awesome. Thank y'all so much for letting me do that. Because if it wasn't for them, I don't know if I could have done that. So I just, that was awesome, and I'm just so thankful that I got an opportunity to do that and meet those celebrities.
That's amazing. That's amazing, man. Of course, definitely got to say shout out to Graham and Craig Brewer. And hey, hopefully, maybe, I might, when they, do Coming to America 2, maybe BrinkTV could be on the red carpet. You never know. I got to put that bid in. Got to put that bid in. Now, we did talk about, in the top of this interview, you actually are a business owner. Go ahead and tell the people about your business.
So my business is called Joey Show Cars, and the Instagram is called Joey Show Cars. and it has a picture of a car on it. And so the crazy part about that was that I started that business a year ago because I was in my house and my mom didn't want to call somebody to come clean our car, and so she was like, Joey, you want to come out and clean my car? So I was like, sure. So I cleaned her car, and then it went from that to cleaning my dad's car, and so that's when I actually started the business, because I've always loved cars and I've always had a passion with cars. And so I went from detailing my dad's car to detailing my next door neighbor's Mercedes and truck, and then it went on and on from that. And I've just loved, I've been detailing cars for a year now, and I just want to expand my business, grow it more. And if there's anybody out there who is a car person who loves cars, that cars are awesome. They take you places, and they're just really fun automobiles. So I love cars, and I love detailing cars, and it's just been a passion for me, like filmmaking and acting. So yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And of course, I love to have entrepreneurs on the show, especially young entrepreneurs. So it's definitely awesome that you have your business and you're able to promote it. Let's go ahead and talk about social media, man. What's all your social media?
So my Instagram is Joey Hopper Official, and then my YouTube is called Joey Space Hopper, and it'll be a picture of me. And then I think my Facebook is Joey Hopper. I would have to look later, but I think that's what that is. And then let's see. I think my Snapchat is the same. And then I'm also working on a song, so I have a SoundCloud account that's Joey Hopper too. And so that's where y'all can follow me, is on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, and SoundCloud.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You got any shout outs, anything before we go?
Shout out to my mom, shout out to my dad, shout out to everybody I know who's been supporting me through all this. And if it wasn't for my parents and it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be here today. And I'm just so thankful that I have great parents and awesome families and awesome people that know me and support me through whatever I'm going through. And I've always been there through my times of not wanting to keep pursuing stuff, and to now. I just want to especially I just want to say how much I'm grateful to be here, and how much I've grown and matured, and because I know this world can get hard. So I just just want to first and foremost just say thank you to God and my parents and everything.
That's awesome. And of course, I got to say thank you again for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
Hey, I look forward to seeing more of your work, your films, as well as your car detailing business, as well as you being an actor. Maybe when I come out with this sitcom, maybe I got to write a role in just for you. You think we
I
can
would
do
love
that,
bro. I would love that.
That's awesome.
Let's work. Let's get together.
That's awesome. With that being said, thanks again. And now back to more Brink TV.
Thank you.